The stint was only 10 or 11.
Yeah.
The greens seemed quite slow on the uphill putts, but downhill they were still very slick.
Yeah.
But I did notice that a lot of the pins that we had in the game in our practice round, which seemed unreasonable, they were the same pins they were using on the course.
Yes, indeed.
They're not afraid to pick really pins on the very edge of fall-offs and stuff like that. And that's what we're going to get.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a... The only bit which is not... the greens aren't hard, but to be honest, I actually thought the bounce and roll off on the hard greens was actually a little bit more predictable than normal. So we shall see.
Shall.
Now the wind is an interesting wind we've got today. It is hard against us. So that's
that front pin. Well, it's a good start.
It is a good start.
Good luck, gents.
Yes.
Yes, good indeed.
Luck.
May the best pos win. At least I'm not pulling him to the left.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's going to be awkward.
It's not ideal, Dave.
It's not ideal. That is.
Attaboy.
Well, after a positive start.
Indeed.
Well, I think the weather that I'm seeing matches what I saw at Royal St George's. I hardly saw a cloud in the sky on any of the days. Is it good? It's a reasonable start. Just want to hit the fairway, get it on the green.
Yep, and not swales to go over.
And what's your percentage hit loss, Dave?
15, which is not too bad. I can live with that.
Yeah, I think it's when it gets to 20% that it becomes a real issue.
Yeah, well, a 183 club is giving me 17. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be hitting a 5-iron, which is 19%. It's not going to... Yeah, it's going to go close enough. That's what I'm going with. Don't want to go with a chopped 5-wood. Flatter it into the front of that pot bunker. No nonsense like that. Get it on there somehow.
I think you might have managed it. Well done. That's as good as you could have done.
Went exactly where I aimed it, to be honest.
Okay. Middle of the stand, I think. It's a good aiming point. Is it good? Is it good? It is good.
Right. Need to try and putt like Jordan Spieth. He sunk everything from 25 foot in.
Yeah, I thought Spieth actually held his game together pretty well. He made mistakes, but it didn't derail him seeking birdies, which he did. Oh, what a putt!
Good
That was
start.
well,
Dave.
you almost called it there, the Spieth putt.
Well, that's how he was putting all day, like that.
Mm. I think even when Spieth missed, the pace of his putts were good, whereas unfortunately Louis Oosthuizen, every single putt was just dribbling up to the hole. Very few looked as though. Oh, there's another close one.
Halfway there, I thought it was in.
So did I. That is, though.
Wow, what a start, Andy.
That's a big statement.
Statement on hole one.
Right. And I know you're a great one for extrapolations.
So you're
You know what I mean?
72 under.
A 72-hole victory.
A new record. So what time, Dave, did you start watching the round today?
About 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I was very tempted to try and pull one over you this morning when I got Andy's email.
Yeah.
I thought I would send one just to you, but make it look like I was replying to Andy's. Saying,
well,
yeah, look, I already know the result. Unbelievable that what's his face, managed to shoot a course record to steal the win. If you weren't paying attention, it might have got you. But I couldn't.
Clever plan, Dave.
I couldn't be bothered in the end, but
Yeah.
I was so tempted.
It ultimately would have failed because I imposed a radio silence on the apartment.
Okay, so you never looked at emails, or anything.
No emails, phone on aeroplane mode till it was over.
Okay, no.
Well, that
Wise
was
move.
exactly my philosophy as well. I didn't look at any news channel or either online or on the TV. And I even managed to catch the very last bit of the Tour de France. I just fast forwarded it to basically the last 5 kilometres at the last stage. Cavendish did not beat Eddie Merckx's 34 Tour de France stage victories. He was close, but not close enough.
Yeah, it's a tight line, but perfect. That must have been the 3-wood. That's why that was safe.
It was, Dave.
Took the bunkers out of play. Smart.
Oh, so you went with full driver, Dave, right?
I did.
It was a brave move, I thought.
Yeah, well, it's given me an extra 22 yards on you. Let's see if it pays off. But that looks pretty damn good. It's gorgeous.
They definitely had this pin position that we're seeing either in round 3 or round 4. It was 158. Yep, happy with that.
Yeah, I couldn't bring myself to watching the replay of the first or the second round. 13 hours of telecast was too much.
It is long. Round 3 and 4, at least you can compress them because you only have to watch the last 5 hours for the the main groups.
Correct.
Yeah.
Round 1 and 2, they're spread out all over the bloody place.
Yeah.
I got about 2 hours in, and I had to shut it off. I couldn't do it.
First little draw of the night coming here. Oh, it's too much. I've overdone it.
I think you have overdone it.
I just won't learn. Pick your fights.
Yeah. I think you've recovered enough.
Just think. Should be.
Oh, dear me. $25. Oh, that's right in the middle.
Wow.
What a start. Andy.
It's a statement and a half, isn't it?
Well, the 72 total is still on track. Only another 70 more holes. Good reply.
Yeah, Uncle Dave's upset the whole plan, Andy.
He could still win by
Well,
36.
I was just going to say, I mean, Dave's on target for a 36 under.
And I'm just going to trundle around in par. Is this one giving me so much trouble? Should be. It is. Just a bit nervous about it. Oh, boy.
Yep.
There was one shot in that last round where I thought actually he was quite unlucky because the shot of Oosthuizen's, which he took a long iron, it was the par 3 on the back 9, and it bounced short of the green. I thought, oh, it might just get it halfway up the green, and it must have been a concrete manhole cover because it just shot forward and clattered that bloody stick.
Yeah. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It could have dropped if he'd been lucky.
Yeah.
And who knows whether that would have rattled Colin or not. Yeah, nice shot.
Very serviceable.
Yeah.
Can't mess with this one. Very similar. Just bound off that bank.
Yes.
Interesting.
Good reply.
Will do. Well, you pulled that one as well.
I'm not playing good golf. I leave it all on the online tour.
Dave.
Made my run too early. It's a big shot. Get this close. Oh, that was a shit bounce.
But it's worked out okay.
Probably okay.
It's good effort.
Nice putt.
Tap.
Right, let's see whether my putting boots are still working.
There's no way you can get 3 in a row, surely.
No.
Still a nice putt though.
Yes, confident without ever threatening the bottom of the cup.
Right. Plan's clearly to go around and
You're doing the Nick Faldo, aren't you? Well, no harm done at all.
Andy, I have noticed Nick Faldo as a commentator, he's really got tickets on himself. He loves to tell stories about his fabulous things he did.
What kind of stories was he banging on about?
Oh,
Because we don't hear Faldo at all now because he doesn't commentate for the BBC. It's
yeah. Well, normally his strategy is someone will do something really brilliant and the other commentator will say how great it was, and Faldo will go, yeah, it reminds me of the time at Augusta on the 16th when I did a very similar stuff like that.
But I guess he is entitled to talk about himself that way as well.
And he is knowledgeable.
I mean, there's one guy who well, it's the Jim Nance type of person, the link man, the person who doesn't know anything about the sport but is just links the people who do know something about the sport.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really sort of despise the people that the BBC wheel out, and you think, well, why don't you get a personable former golfer? It can't be any worse than this guy who hasn't a bloody clue. I mean, he might be an amateur golfer, but it just sort of sounded so scripted. Some of the leading questions that were obviously being fed to him by his producer.
Yeah, we had one here called Sandy Roberts, and he always used to host the golf tournaments, and he knew nothing about golf. Just so annoying. I don't know why they do it either. I mean, look, there must be dozens of Ian Baker Finches out there that have got, nice voices for TV. Just chuck them on. I agree.
Yeah. Oh, I've done a Louis Oosthuizen.
It needed to be a club short.
Yeah, that was it.
To replicate it correctly. All right, 202. I'm happy.
Well, that's a better looking shot.
The wind's grabbed it.
I did grab it a bit. It was a 204, but I didn't have the 204, and I didn't want to hit a 5-wood. Going along would have been terrible. Look at those bushes behind.
Yeah.
So see that shed, Andy? Did you notice during the tournament? Did you see that shed in the tournament?
Not sure.
So it had double doors which were open, and inside was an old lady on a lounge chair watching
Oh,
all
really?
the activity on
Well,
the thing. And the commentators said a bit about the shed. It's for hire for the week whenever the Openers played here. She hired it for
right.
$25,000 to sit in the
Wow,
tool shed
lovely.
with a lounge chair.
Right. Okay, this is.
Good.
Beautiful.
Not bad, but it's going to leave a snaky little putt.
Little 9-footer just to test your nerve. All right, so this is going to break a few ways. It's going to go be hard right, a little bit left, and then hard right again.
This may have been a green where there was it was surrounded by houses at the back. One or two lovely little terraces. Or was it later on? It might have been later on, I think. Not sure, but I thought, oh, that would be lovely. You know, the little parasol up, and they were sitting on relaxing lounges with their view being totally unobstructed.
It would. Well, that's what this lady had. She looks 90 not out, and she's obviously got a heap of money. Maybe I should marry her.
Well, that's a lovely par, that, Dave.
It will be. Yes. Thank you.
Stress-free so far, Dave. Everything.
Just got to keep it up for another 14 holes.
72 hole.
Well, I'm only concerned about tonight.
Oh, I thought you meant you didn't think you're going to make the cut.
I'm not. And there was quite a few good players that didn't make the cut.
There were. I was impressed with Koepka because he was 2 over early in the third round, and one of the commentators said, I spoke to him this morning, and he said, I'll still be in the mix at the end.
Yep.
And the commentator goes, I don't think so. It was great. That'll come back to bite him, that comment.
Yeah, I think Kepka's game is actually a good mix of raw power, and it looks as though his swing is repeatable. You can't say the same thing about DeChambeau. Again, I mean, I saw him leathering balls left, right, and centre, and it just didn't work for him.
I've got a theory, which I'll tell you after this shot. Well,
Impressive.
found any better. Yeah, I reckon he might have been thinking about John Daly winning the Open, doing exactly what he tried to do, and thought maybe I can replicate that. Maybe.
Well, the thing is, he may have a lot better chance at St Andrews next year.
Yes,
because you know, if effectively he's with the double fairways, if he avoids bunkers, then it's not going to be nearly as tight as St George's was this week for him.
Yeah, it's just all about dodging those little pot bunkers and copping the 2-stroke penalties.
Yeah,
I'm going in them. Oh, that's a bit left. Oh, I'm not happy, Andy. Get over that bunker.
Could be right in that bunker. Oh no!
Well, I did notice that all the pros, they took their medicine. They just came out sideways. They didn't fuck around with it.
And the other thing about this hole was how many people had this kind of distance and longer on this hole. I saw very few people actually do what we did in the practice round, which was with the favourable wind, try and get it into that saddle.
Yeah, and not be worried about whether it was rough or not.
And most people have done exactly what Dave did, just did there, and what I'm hopefully going to emulate. Oh, I like that.
That's going to be gorgeous.
Nice, Andy. Let's just swap that round a bit. Oh, crap. Even getting out onto the fairway isn't going to be that easy.
Oh, bloody hell.
Got my line. Oh, I've got to be careful. Be careful. Really careful.
Where was the venue that, was it Kira Island or Whistling Straits that DeChambeau won the 2020 US Open? Can you remember?
I don't think it was. No, it was neither of those courses you mentioned. It was a different course. It was one I didn't know and one we didn't have
Right.
in this game. I can't remember its name, to be honest, right now. I have to look it up in a second. But, okay. Shut. Oh, man. Oh, world of pain. Liking it. Happier now.
Oh, yeah.
Good effort.
This should be a hell of a par save if you manage it. You've got to give yourself a chance. Yeah, I did see. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Shane Lowry or somebody like that. He got into a bunker and he was right up against the bottom of the revetted face, and all he could do was knock it about a yard or two. And that was it.
Must have been the most depressing shot he's ever had to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were saying that bunker and the one next to it were the only two on the course where the sand is flat up to the wall. All the other ones, they slope so the ball can run back a bit and give the golfer a rough chance. But those two are deliberately designed. They're absolutely penalised if you go in. Right. This has to go. Has to. No, under.
Pity.
The red odd go.
Well, at least you got there, Dave. I had the stupid ratio view.
Your favourite?
No.
Oh. I fancied that. I really did.
Yeah. It's kind of implied that.
Oh no!
Oh, Dave!
Oh, for fuck's sake, no!
You know, as soon as it hit the club, I'm going, geez, hit that hard.
Oh, fuck no. That's just terrible.
Yeah, that's a shocking way to drop a stroke.
That was a kind of a Jordan Spieth on the 18th in round 3.
I'm going to watch the Scottish Open over the next day or two. I want to watch round 1 and 2 because Colin played there and apparently putted. The commentator said it was the worst putting he's ever seen by a professional ever.
Well, funny enough, I've got the Scottish Open. I've no idea what the result of the tournament was, but yeah, I'm going to watch it as well. I know Morikawa didn't do particularly well in it.
No, apparently his putting was just the worst. So he must have completely changed something during the week.
All he did was getting all the shit out of his system, clearly.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm busy doing. I'm ready to start playing good golf. It's good.
Oh no, it's going to be good now.
Yeah, nice, Andy. Playing solid.
Well, I think that was a very similar shot to mine, Dave, because we both, I think, hit that fringe. Can Mr. Mackey hit the green on the first bounce?
Well, I've got a interesting. I think I've got a way of doing this.
Let's see. Yeah, that sat a lot better. Did you hit a 7-iron there, Dave?
Is that the 170 club?
Yeah.
I hit the 159.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I hit, and I think both of us were penalised by not hitting the green on the first bounce.
Yeah, I chopped down on a faded 170.
Oh,
right in the middle.
That was looking,
Nice,
that was
Dave.
looking
Thanks,
good
mate.
from a long way away. Well, I'm hoping to emulate your last shot, Dave.
Emulate away.
Got a good read off it.
Oh, I haven't hit
Not
it.
the pace.
Oh, no.
I had it.
You've gone full Oosthuizen.
I think when Louis did not make inroads on the first par 5, the 7th, which we're just coming up to.
Go.
Oh, come on. When he didn't do that, I thought, no, this is not going to be your tournament, mate. Couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Because where he thinned his first bunker shot, I mean, it ended up in a horrible, wretched position.
Yeah, that was a shocker. Yeah, that was really the end. Sure. Oh, come on. It's so early and there's going to be so much drama. I should be having zero stress about the state of the score right now. Should be.
Well, this is I know in round 3 Morikawa didn't. He was basically where Dave is right now, and Oosthuizen had belted it over the top. I don't think I can reach it.
Not with this headwind. It's not in play.
Yeah,
Definitely not now.
280.
Definitely not in play now. I shall try and split the difference between you two.
Looks okay.
It is okay.
Yeah, I think I'm back. Got my rhythm now.
The man's found his mojo.
No. Get away from that bunker. Oh, Jesus.
I was going right in it.
Oh, that's okay.
Well,
it's
it
fine.
is okay.
It's
I
at the
mean,
back of the bunker. I can live with that.
It's really hardly a penalty.
Yeah, but of all the places to land,
Yeah. You found it.
yeah.
Let's see. And a nice angle in.
It is a nice angle in. Very nice. Although 52 yards, it's is it in your wheelhouse?
Uncle Dave doesn't like those. I don't mind them.
No fan at all.
Oh, please don't say I've gone into the one on the other side. Oh no! Ooh.
I just thought about it.
I definitely thought about it. I was spooked actually by you going in there. I thought, oh, I'm definitely not going to go in Uncle Dave's bunker. It's a great shot.
Yeah, as Dave said, not really a penalty going in that one. Yep.
Nice, and you got a bit of bite on that too, out of the rough.
Well, I might be closer, but I suspect your putt is going to be the easier of the two, Dave.
Maybe. Yours did look like it's got a bit of a left to right action on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, didn't quite get up. Just needed to get up and over.
That looks nasty.
It's pretty ordinary.
It's a good effort.
Take it.
Yeah, good
Well,
putt.
Wow.
And we're just going over to our local correspondent from the Ballarat Times. And can you give us any background information on Uncle Dave?
Well, he honed his
Who's-
skills as a young boy at Midlands and the Mount Xavier golf track. Oh, sorry, goat track.
Right. Oh, another one. I'm doing a Kepka. That's another one that's been very close. Or maybe a John Ram.
Indeed.
He made some, but he also missed some.
Oh, the amount he missed, it just slid by. That's amazing.
Wow. That good? Oh, yes, I think it is.
Should be okay.
Certainly is.
Oh, Mayor's office.
It is Mayor's office.
I think this was. I think we're actually playing with a wind direction which is possibly slightly different to the wind directions that we saw, because I think on this hole they were struggling to get much past those two bunkers.
Yeah. They said the prevailing wind, at least for the first few days, was the exact opposite of what it normally blows. So we're probably getting what it normally blows. It's another good one.
Yep.
Oh. Pressure to be the third good one.
Oh dear.
Come on. I think I have been the third good one.
It is the third good one.
Good one, Dave.
Might even be the best one. No, it's the worst one. No, never know with the winds. This could be perfect for a certain club.
Not the club you don't have.
No, club I do have. It's a shot. This shot. Yeah. Yes. Right. Right.
Well, I think this is going to be quite an interesting little shot for both Dave and I.
Line.
Oh,
Nearly went in.
God Almighty!
It could never
Didn't
go
it?
in. Not with that pace. I'm just glad it didn't hit the pin.
Well, if it had gone into the hole, I've seen one go about 1.5 kilometres into the sky after going into the hole on the full.
Yes. I'm pretty sure back in Lynx 2003 days, or it might have been Lynx LS or whatever it was, if you got a hole in one, sometimes they would explode the hole.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was so bizarre.
I'd forgotten that, but yeah. Good memory, Dave.
Memory like a steel trap.
Oh, a rusted one.
What a rusted steel trap. Fair enough.
Yeah. Right.
Or a pasta sieve, whichever the case may be. Will it? It will. Very nice.
Nice putt.
That did feel good.
I was starting to get a bit worried about you, Dave. I thought if he doesn't get his game together, this is going to go the same way as the US Open.
I don't want that.
I think you've gone to town on it as well. Oh, lovely putt.
Oh,
I think I learned a bit from your shot, Dave.
they weren't easy putts.
No, they were not. They just the break increased the closer it got to the hole.
Mm.
Too hard.
He's got excited again. Pandy.
Ooh. Not a gimme on the way back either.
No.
But no trouble.
Yep.
Mm.
Had to
Actually, that was more difficult than the bloody first putt.
and more important.
Mm. Good shot. Now, I think this hole was the one that Morikawa blazed it. I'm sure he blazed something through the green. This might have been the one. He produced a miraculous. Well, it was a sensible shot because he got it close enough to have a 15-foot putt, which I think he made.
Yep, that was one of the clutch 15-footers I was referring to. And he did another one, the hole or two past it as well.
All is good.
It is good. I feel a bit like Rory McIlroy today. Well, I hit a lot of good shots out there, but wasn't quite there. And the poor bastard, he's played 72 holes, he's gone around an even par, and he's disconsolate. Averages 70 round St George's.
Yeah, a lot of fury and excitement for no result at all. Looks good. Is good.
Oh, I think
Lovely.
Uncle Dave's come over like a carpetbagger, and he's taking this tournament by the scruff of its neck.
He smelled blood in the water and he's away. Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
tidy. Ordinarily, that would be a very good shot, but it's just tidy after Dave's shot.
Outshone by another.
Yeah.
It's not in yet. That looks like it'll be okay. Oh, the wind, no?
Competent.
You're going to show Dave the way?
He is.
Where are you?
About 4
6
inches to the
inches.
left of you.
Just by my foot.
Yeah, that's the one. Don't stand on the marker.
Okay, right. I'll try not to. Hmm. Come on. Get up there. Get up there.
That will.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful, Andy. Pretty straight until the last minute when it goes.
yeah.
Got it.
Great
Lovely.
putt.
Took a bit of adjusting. It took me 3 goes to work it out.
Great putt. Well, we
goes.
made short work of that hole.
Yeah. Things are heating up.
Mind you, I think that last hole and this hole were 2 holes. If you hit the fairway with their wedge play, you would think that they would have a pretty good chance of getting it within 20 feet at worst.
Here's the first diabolical pin of the night, and you don't want to be in the rough.
Oh, luckily for me, I'm not. That was the fairway somehow.
You've done.
What?
That was fairway.
Well, that could be the first disgrace of the night, isn't it?
I think so. I think so.
Oh, crap. On the bright side, here's a good angle to come in from. That's all it's got going for it. God damn it.
It's a very nice angle, though.
It is, but I'm not going to be able to check on the ball.
Well,
The
it
ball
depends
falls
on.
away once you get past
Oh!
You
I've
decided
done
you
the
liked
same.
the angle, Andy.
It's even worse.
You liked it even more than me.
Shit. That's a really bad one, that.
It's a literal hand grenade of Antioch.
Right. Oh, this could be awful. Oh, that could be a shocker. Shit.
That is one dreadful.
Yeah, it is.
I want nothing to do with the left side of this.
Well,
green.
that just shows how what can happen to you if you take your eye off the ball. But you haven't. You've just erred a little bit on safety side, and actually you've been
Beautiful, though.
fully rewarded. Yeah.
I'm delighted with that.
I'm just steeling myself for the horror that's going to.
I think that's the bunker Lowry was in, maybe. He's gone straight at it. And
Yeah, good safe shot.
the advantage of being on the fair.
Oh, this isn't bad. This ain't bad at all. Get up.
Oh, did that stay up?
Wow.
I thought that could have gone into the other bunker, which may have been much more problematic.
Oh my God, that was so close.
That was a big, big break.
That was impressive.
Dave will be attacking this putt hard, I'm sure.
Not that hard, but
It doesn't look too bad.
Oh, bloody hell.
Just don't get excited.
oh, it rolled over us.
Wow.
I'm glad I didn't attack it and bloody put it over the back.
Absolutely. Oh, I belted it. Oh, thank
It's
God.
in.
Oh, my God.
It didn't look that pacey to me, Dave. I
Mm.
thought, oh, it's a good, comfortable pace.
A nice birdie there, Dave.
Yeah, I was trying to lag.
Come right back into it.
Yeah.
And that was a huge bloody let off for me.
Mm.
I had visions of a tough 5 there.
It should have been a nightmare.
Should have been. I probably selected the one bloody bunker, which was not a sideways job out.
Oh, I'm so happy with this.
Yeah, it's good.
You
It's
come
really
back into it. It's a beautiful shot. I like it. I like it a lot.
You.
Well, I don't really, because, but if I was a neutral, I would like it a lot. Ooh.
Get away from that bunker.
You're okay.
Good enough.
I think the pair of you must have taken that club. So that club is what I'm going to go for as well. Oh, the wheels are coming off.
Giving yourself some extra work, Andy.
I am. I have.
Yep.
Well,
Very
I
nice.
think I can count myself lucky as well, because I could have gone backwards these last 2 holes.
Mm.
Good.
Alright. This to get back in it, Dave.
Yeah.
You're right in the mix. Too hard.
Oh,
I'm still in the mix.
inwardly breathes a huge sigh of relief.
First time we've had 3 pars for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Assuming I sink this. It's not a birdie hole, really. 250-yard par 3.
Madness.
Yeah.
In real life, madness.
Those 3 cooling towers, I believe they were demolished at some point in the distant past.
So, was there a nuclear reactor there, Andy?
I don't think so, no. I think it was just a coal-fired power station or a gas, but probably coal.
Oh no. Get over the bunker. Don't.
Oh, you're lucky it's come back enough, I think.
I'm very lucky, and it's also a short shot, so I think I'll get away with it.
Good.
Yep, all play.
Good distance. That's a better shot. That's a big drive.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm just going to pretend that bunker is not an issue. I'm sure it's not.
You were right to assume that. Oh, it's looking a good line.
Oh! Oh! Effort, Dave, effort.
Thanks.
Now, I wonder whether, after posting this today, that it may be picked up on with somebody wanting to watch highlights of the Open.
Well, they could do no worse, really, could they? They should continue to watch. Because this one, they can't know the result.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, mama.
Dave.
Oh, baby. The first genuine oh, baby. Lovely, Dave.
Thanks.
Wow. Right, let's just have a look at this green. What's it doing? It's right to left. So 74. It all depends on what happens on the first bounce. If it goes backwards with the shot, or whether it goes forwards.
About controlling the spin. Mine's good.
One bounce, two bounce, check. No check.
I didn't really check.
Did you flop that a little bit, Andy?
Well, I hit the 91, but I'm surprised I didn't get a little bit of backspin on it.
Ooh. Oh, I don't think this is the right time to chip. This is the right time to putt. I like this putt a lot. Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Rattled at home.
It was almost too hard.
Oh man, you should see the amount of break on this one.
Is there a little right to left on it, Dave?
There's enough that I'm quite concerned.
Are you going to lag it?
Oh, thank fuck.
Andy, I wish you'd been around. 6 or 7 years ago, Dave would have lagged that. He would have thrown it 3 feet to the right and tried to get it.
Link's 2003 days were just terrible. If it was a
It was-
Right
six,
now, you see that building up to the right?
Yeah.
That is part of the adjoining course, the Prince's course.
Ah. Is that their clubhouse? Oh, yeah. So to the right of that building is the course.
No, it's basically straight ahead now is the course, and a little bit to the right. It's quite interesting when you look at Google Earth to see the 14th that we're going to turn left on after this hole, and you see quite clearly the adjoining golf course.
It's a pity. It seems unlikely anyone's ever going to build that course for this game now, or any other course.
Yeah.
They've fled. I don't know where they've gone. They're not there.
Should be okay. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Oh, it's gone too far.
only
that's
just
really-
though. Our first cut, it'll be alright. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that is a huge break.
You might have just saved the stroke, Dave.
Absolutely.
The Corona's still going in full swing there.
It is, man.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw today in our local supermarket, because this was the first day the restrictions were lifted, and it's no longer a legal requirement to wear masks in shops, but a lot of shops are expecting people still to do it.
Yeah.
And when I went into the supermarket briefly today, I would say 90% of people were wearing masks, but I think there are some that will not do it at all.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're going to go freedom,
Yeah.
liberty.
But it's funny. I felt feeling of I despised that person. I mean, they may well have had genuine reasons for not wearing a mask, but there were a few more compared to normal. You
Shot.
expect it with it is a great shot. You expect it with young kids, children, because they're exempt anyway. But for young adults, you think, I wonder how many of you really have got some kind of asthmatic condition or whatever. I bet there weren't that many.
Yeah, it's really changing society for the worse, this whole thing. People are becoming paranoid and all sorts of weird theories and God knows what. Not good.
Oh, I like that. Come on, bounce. Oh, it has.
Lovely, Andy.
Very nice.
Oh, this is going to require some finesse.
Actually, it would have been pity you hadn't been a couple of feet nearer the bunker, just to see how the course would have rendered the position of your Annie.
It could have been funny. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I don't know how he would have actually done it.
I think you'd have been floating in mid-air, Dave. And then as soon as you hit your shot, you'd have disappeared into the bunker.
Well, Dave's left himself some work there.
I'm sure I have.
It's
Nice
one
bird.
back.
Lovely bird. Unfortunately,
I
mine.
think you should be the. Is it?
Yeah, it's horrible left to right.
All right.
Yeah. You were coming from under the hole, I'm coming from beside it. All right, let's see if I can fluke this. It's about there.
Oh, that was suffering.
That is what John Rahm did all day in round 4.
Oh,
Oh no! I thought it was in.
It was in all the way. It was never going to miss. Oh my God.
That was
Oh.
tough. Well, that tightens things up at the top
Yeah.
again.
A bit disappointed I missed mine because we would have all been dead level.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll run up on the next hole and we will be.
Just hope I don't run out of fairway.
Well, you were the guinea
No.
pig for this. Now we know it's okay.
I do remember in 1985 when Sandy Lyle won at St George's. I remember this hole really quite well and what Sandy Lyle did on it, and I'll tell you in just a moment. And this just goes to show how difficult conditions were back in 1985.
Yeah.
I think that the wind was pretty well sort of hard from if it was almost the opposite wind, so it wasn't dead against, but it was across and hurting, so almost 180 degrees from where it currently is, and he yanked it short. He yanked it short and left into the heavy rough. He hacked out short of the ditch, and then he hit this 2-iron onto the right-hand part of the green, and had a putt all the way across the green, which he holed. It was an amazing 4.
Yeah, wow. 1985. So I'm doing a bit of a draw on this. Looks like we're aiming at the rough, but we'll come around.
Oh, it's a beauty. Is it a beauty?
It is.
Oh, it is.
Lovely.
15 feet.
It felt scary aiming over that fence, but I was sure I could hook it.
Well, you didn't have the club that I had.
I did not.
You know what it was.
I do.
ordinary.
Okay, right. Oh, this is doable. 3-9. Oh,
It will.
Yes, it was never going to miss, Andy. Fantastic. Wow. 15, 5 uphill. Oh.
Pity. There's a good chance. Yes,
Oh.
That's a good putt, Dave. That was
it
nice.
is a good putt. Yeah, this is all squeaky bum time, isn't it?
It is. Well, you've got to take advantage of these kind-hearted conditions. Oh,
I don't know about how you felt, but it's felt as though when you've had, the wind against you, it's been like a one club wind, quite predictable.
it has. Strong tends to not change its range much. It is what it is. And sometimes it'll be double what it is today, but it stays within a fairly narrow range once it decides what it wants to do. This pin is brutal.
It is. I think this and I think Dogs has done a really good job on both this green and the fourth green, because without doubt they're the two hardest holes on the course, I think.
Can't afford to miss this fairway with that pin. It's almost guaranteeing a bogey, depending where you end up.
Right, well, all three on the fairway.
Oh,
Very nice.
His shot. Wow.
Yeah, this is nasty, to say the least.
You've done a Louis Oosthuizen.
It's actually not a bad angle to come in from, though.
Yeah.
He'll work out a super flop.
Oh, that's a delicious line.
It's beautiful.
It's delicious. Is it? Oh, that's a great shot. You were slightly unlucky there. You didn't get a bit more of a forward hop.
Good
Let's
line.
see what.
Great
Lovely, fantastic.
Well, I take it, Dave, that you hit the 5-iron.
I did.
Well, I flopped a 4-iron, and I knew I'd have enough to get there. I was just worried I was going to be belted it through.
Yeah, you've got an interesting putt coming up.
That's a great chip.
Oh.
Lop, rather.
No. Someone's not get a part.
Oh, this is quite a nasty putt, this. Yeah, 15. It's not bad, though.
Yep, nice effort.
Safe. That's the main thing. Well, give me the chipper. Yeah, I can't see how I can do better with a chipper than I can with a putter. Oh, it's a nasty putt. Not a break.
Oh, it's a bit...
I got a bit excited, and that's going to be horrible. Oh, I'm just glad it's 5 feet, not 7 feet. It's still going to be scary.
Good. Dangerous pin position.
Oh my
Next.
God. The balls are rising up into my body cavity. This shot is horrible. God help me. Please go in. Please. Please.
Yep.
Yeah, well done.
It was going to be 40 feet if it missed.
But he didn't.
No, it didn't.
Okay, all right. Safe.
You're not far from where the pin was today, Andy.
Hmm.
Further to the right, but other than that. Sure. You're right.
Oh, yes, it is now.
Oh, is it?
Or is it?
No bargain. Good line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Thanks.
Did you take the 134 club, Dave?
No. Which one? Dave or Dave?
Uncle Dave.
146.
Same here.
Yeah, and we all hit the 146.
I toyed with the idea of the 134. Just,
Bet you're glad you didn't,
yeah.
eh?
Oh yeah.
36. Just another. Oh.
Bullets. Oh. Oh.
Well, the bunker to your left, Dave, is the one that Tommy Bjorn went in. I'm not sure which Open It was, but that was the bunker. He was leading the bloody tournament and he fell away.
Oh no.
I think he took double bogey or something from that very bunker. It's a great chip.
Very nice.
I think this is straight, isn't it?
No, I wish.
Oh, it's
There's
not.
Still 10 foot of break on it, but it's not a lot of break. No, I don't think that's enough. No. I didn't hit it.
Oh,
It would have held its line with a bit more pace.
Yeah.
Wow. I suppose we've got to expect periods of grinding with the occasional disaster thrown in.
well, I think I skirted disaster earlier on.
You skated by just nicely, Andy, with that one that didn't roll back into the second bunker. That could have been a game changer.
Yes, it's good now.
Yep.
I'll tell you what is a little bit infuriating from a British point of view is how we've got all these bloody links courses, and yet the cream of Britain's sort of crop, who should be used to playing it on one or two more tournaments other than the Open, they just sort of end up being sort of just making up the numbers almost. I mean, Justin Rose, Danny Willett, I mean, have both won majors, but at different types of venues than what the UK is predominantly known for. It's links courses.
Ian Poulter, he's always a disappointment to me.
I think he ended up -3 or something. He got a nice paycheck, but
it's always the same with Ian. He promises, never delivers. I don't want. This might deliver. I like it. Be right.
It is. That's a beauty. An absolute corker. Yeah, that was the great Henry Longhurst, who really was the previous great British commentator, and his comment when Tony Jacklin, I think, won his first Open, and he had to hit a drive down the middle at Royal Lytham St Anne's, and he did it, and he's, "Oh, Jacklin, he's hit an absolute corker right down the middle." It just sounded so British and. I'm hoping this isn't going to spin back.
It looks
Not
great.
too much, and I
I
didn't want. I think I'd rather be here. Yeah.
Look at that false front, Andy. If we attack this hole, we're going to end up where Dave is now.
Mhm. Yeah, indeed we are.
Should have kept that thought to myself. I'm sure you would have worked it out.
Staring at me in the face.
It really is, isn't it? He's got the long and right.
It was. I
Yes.
didn't really want it.
On the bright side, Andy will show you the line perfectly.
Right, 29.2. I mean, actually, it just keeps. It's a fairly constant downhill all the way to the pin and beyond. But if I get this wrong, I don't think I have though.
You might get it right. Oh,
Oh!
it's dropped.
Oh, wow.
I've got to have
Beautiful.
a replay for that.
Gorgeous, Andy. Gorgeous. Wow. Had half a roll left.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
that is Tiger Woods shot on that 16th at Augusta. Fantastic. Now you know what you got to do, Dave.
Yeah, just rinse and repeat.
Just don't get excited.
Oh, that never looked like it.
It did not. It had missed after it had gone 1 inch.
This is terrible.
Literally a pool.
Oh.
I couldn't have attacked it any harder or it was gone.
no. It's a good effort.
Wow.
Okay. Stay on the fairway. It has. Stay. Yeah.
Perfect. And the right angle in for this hole location.
Hmm.
Joined you. Down there somewhere.
Same sort of line.
Under rough as well. Okay.
That's more central. 3 decent drives.
Yep.
Pretty good shot, Dave.
It's the first fairway I've hit in a while. Oh, sorry, first green I've hit for a while.
That looks nice as well. If it's the right number,
It will be.
is it an O baby? It is. I think it is an O. Oh, not quite. Still, 12 feet away is a pretty dandy position to be in.
Okay.
Come on now, be the right club.
It is. Beautiful, Andy.
Lovely.
Phew. Good effort. Yeah, well played. Came back well there, Dave.
Yeah, after a world of pain early. Yeah. Great round, Andy.
Thank you.
Yep, really good work. Fuck me. Too many bogeys.
Yeah, that back nine didn't help you, Dave.
Yeah, you were in control after 12 holes.
No, it just went to shit.
You know,
Yeah.
had 4 straight birds from 6 to 9, and another one on 12, but then the trouble started.
Yeah.
And Andy didn't have a bogey all night.
Well, you know what that means. The scrambling stat will be very nice.
Yeah, it should be 100, I reckon. That's pretty likely.